Well, we've got the Bluejays and the Orangemen. The colors are self-explanatory. The championship match underway. There's the face-off. And Matthews looking to control that ground ball, but the Orangemen still loose. An unsettled situation just outside the Bluejay box, and Hopkins has it for 32. Krummenacher. John Krummenacher into the Syracuse box. Fires the shot just wide. It'll be Bluejay ball. They were closest to it as it went over the end line. And you see Krummenacher all over him. Syracuse, a great advocate of the back door. This is Tim Nelson, All-American. DiTommaso all over him. Nelson checked away. There's Larry Quinn. There goes Tucker. Feed in front shot. Just deflected by Nims. Got a piece of it at the far post. Kept alive, though, by John Tucker. There's Scott. Looking for an opening. Save. Knocked out in front. Great save by Nims in front. Muchler's on it. Unsettled it comes to Peter Scott, but a penalty. So Hopkins back on the ball.
It's an even up situation, so it wasn't a penalty that required a man going into the box. They're even up.
There goes Brian Wood against Mike O'Donnell. Wood moves in and scores! Hold. There goes Tim Nelson. Riding against DiTommaso. Nelson, a little mano-a-mano, the matchup we spoke of. Orangeman looking for at least one goal. Nelson hit the shot of the post. Still loose. And here comes Guy Matrosini for Hopkins. To Steve Mitchell on a break for the Bluejays. They've got the lead and now the momentum. There's Wood circling in. Goal! 3 goals for Brian Wood, and Johns Hopkins has taken a 3-0 lead. Brad Kotz, 26, Dave Desco. There's Timmy Nelson against DiTommaso. Again, that mano-a-mano. Picked off in front by Quinn on the centering attempt. Now the Jays have got it back.
What we missed there, Bob, was that was a penalty, a possession penalty, and they were in an extra man situation. So that means Syracuse squandered that opportunity and might lose a goal in the process.
Lancey moves in. Shot and a goal. 4 goals for Johns Hopkins as Peter Scott makes it 4-0. Orangemen looking for their first goal. And Tim Nelson behind the net, centers in front, saved in front by Quinn on the attempt by Tom Corey.
And then they'll go for a backdoor shot.
Centering attempt inside for Tucker, picked up again though. Tucker shot goal! John Tucker. His 17th of the season, and it's 5-0 Johns Hopkins. Peter Scott trying to roll in on his own.
Behind.
There's Wood feeding in front, shot by Odenthal, stopped by Nims. And loose in front, Desco trying to win that ground ball, and Tucker's over there. Scott, shot goal! Peter Scott, his second, and it is 6-0 Johns Hopkins. Timmy Nelson, DiTommaso checking him. Nelson, number 1, has 1 assist on the goal so far. Just outside the crease, you see that one-on-one matchup. Spins in, save! Larry Quinn is there once again. So far, that matchup has worked towards Johns Hopkins as they break back. Brad McClam. McClam with a long stick, though. Comes back outside to Wood.
Other end of the field, Tim Nelson is hurt. He's down, he's limping. He was nailed by his own player, and he cannot walk straight. He's down there limping. He's coming out of the game. This is critical. This could mark the end for Syracuse. Timmy Nelson was hurt by his own player, and he's going off the field.
Saved there on the shot by Krummenacher right off the side of Nims' arm. And we will see whether Tim Nelson will be back. Print up to Kotz. 38 seconds in the half. Bob! There's Tom Nelson. Tom Corey. Brad Kotz and at print up. Randy Lundblad. Tommy Nelson over the top. Corey saved by Quinn. Has he been sharp? He's got company behind the net he did not see. And a illegal procedure call. Dave Desco exchanging with Todd Curry. There's Kotz on the far side being watched by Brad McClam. Kotz riding in.
You're going to see Brad Kotz now handle the ball a lot more.
Desco wide and just in front. Shot and a goal by Tom Nelson. His second goal. And it's now 6-3. Tom Nelson, shot, saved by Quinn, the rebound. Nelson, rather Quinn out of his crease, well out of his crease. and flips it up quickly and alertly to Greg Matthews, and the Blue Jays break back. Hopkins has their lead slashed to only 3. Shot and a save there on the attempt by Brian Wood. We go end to end.
Well, I talked about how the second half would be different, Bob, and it certainly has. This is lacrosse, Division I style, the best in the country.
Brad Kotz, Dave Desko riding in. Desko, goal to the short side. It's 6-4. Same principle as hoops. As basketball, and the back door has been opened. Hopkins winning that one. Frank DeVita gets it ahead to Craig Bouvier. All sorts of problems there from Kevin Sheehan. Sheehan goes for the ground ball, and Orange men win it in the person of Pat Donahue. Gets it ahead to Kotz. 4:55, period 3, a 2-goal difference. There goes Kotz.
Back right!
Tom Nelson. Goal! Dave Desko, his second, and it's 8-7. 15, number 4 is Del Dressel. There is Krummenacher.
Hopkins on the season is a 36% effectiveness. They have a 36% effectiveness in this extra man play.
Saved by Nims on the attempt by Del Dressel. Dressel fights to keep it alive and puts it in from an incredible falling angle. Del Dressel, his 27th of the season, and Hopkins is back up on top, 11-7. Well, Dressel now riding in. Shot saved by Nims. That cannon you spoke of, a low shot that Nims was on top of. Given all sorts of trouble by Ciccarone. Brent Ciccarone, and now here comes Nims clearing his own end and getting it off. Number 31, Mike O'Donnell, a freshman from Yorktown, New York, and he gets it to Brad Kotz, the midfielder. 10 minutes exactly.
This is the MVP from last year.
Shot to goal. So 9:58 to play. It's 11-9. Hopkins are given trouble, and Nims takes it away. Good defensive play by Mark Burnham, and the Orangemen spring a counterattack. Eric Jeschke, number 11, with 8:15 of the match. Jeschke centers. In front, Nelson. Deflected by Quinn. Great save. Loose on the ground. Still loose.
That was a Hall of Fame save by Larry Quinn. That's why that man's going to be first-team All-American. A sure goal rejected by Larry Quinn.
With Nelson in front as Matrosini tried to clear the offside call. What a save by Quinn.
Larry Quinn gave you the best. Look at, they're down there congratulating him right now. Guy Matrosini came across to help out. We're going to show it to you if we can. Watch it down in the area. Guy Matrosini in the crease. It comes all the way across the back door we talked about. The back door is an easy goal, but Larry Quinn didn't bother running over to that side of the goal. He left his feet immediately and drove across and got a piece of it.
Emmett Printup with the feed to Tom Nelson. And the save of the match so far, the save of the game. Hopkins leading Syracuse 12-9. There goes Dave Desko riding in. Desko taking off the ball. It's loose and a whistle now.
Back left! You good?
There goes Tom Nelson riding in on Di Tommaso. Nelson over the top of the goal. Out comes Quinn. Nelson is there to retrieve and win that ground ball.
Quinn's way out of position. He's way out of position.
Nelson, empty net, and there was Quinn to cut it off at the pass. Quinn out of nowhere, about 8 yards in front of the goal, flicked out the stick and pulled down the shot.
Unbelievable. He's playing about a 20-yard circle around that goal. If it's within 10 yards, Quinn's going to play it. He's a little tired right now, but boy, does he deserve everything he gets out of this game. This guy has made every save you could imagine.
Hopkins goalie Larry Quinn is the difference over the last several minutes. Hopkins holds to a 12-9 lead against. What a game this has been. Peter Scott. Dressel with 40 seconds to go. Double team. Keeps possession. Dressel. Engelke. Shot. Goal! And for all intents and purposes, that is the game. With 32 seconds to play. 23,000 plus, most of them from the Baltimore area, congratulating freshman Tom Engelke. Only his second of the season. Don Zimmerman can taste that championship champagne right now. He'll gather his troops around him for the strategy of these final 32 seconds. Hopkins leading Syracuse 13-10. Another look at that effort. Off the sustained possession, moving in, right past O'Donnell. Engelke controls it, bounces it once, And to the near side of Tom Nims and 32 to play. You can't say enough about what Syracuse has done today as well. Down early, 6-0. Storming back to close it down to a one-goal game. But they never tied. They were never able to lead, but they showed the mettle that last year brought them from behind for the championship from a 7-goal difference. Again, the face-off now with 32 seconds to play. At midfield, Matthews wins it once again. Gets it back now to John Tucker. Tucker moves in with 20 seconds. Tucker with 18 seconds. There's Ciccarone. To Eric Dressel. In front, the shot over the top by Ciccarone with 7 seconds. 5 seconds as the ball remains on the field of play. And that's it. The senior class will not graduate empty-handed at Johns Hopkins.